So likewise.
So I was very interested to hear what you were talking about there in terms of it's about finding the right customers that not only are going to buy, but are also going to want to be retained. And that's about working acquisition and retention working closer together. So how do you define that then? What do you put into place in terms of strategies or what do you put into place to try and how do you define them?
Right. So one of the things that we are very big on is zero-party data. So for those people who are quite new to the concept of zero-party data, it is basically customers willingly giving you their information. This can be in the form of surveys, it can be in the form of quizzes and stuff like that. Those are the typical things that people understand about zero-party data. Post-purchase surveys, NPS surveys, all these are qualitative data points that tell you, about a little bit more about the customer. But then we also kind of need to understand what is the intent of a customer, what makes them want to buy, why are they buying, when are they going to buy, like for what reason? Is there something that happened in their life that's causing them to need to buy this right now? Was there like what are they going to use it for? So these are some of the different questions that need to be answered pre-purchase, just so that we can create a customized message to frame the pitch right for the customer. If not, there's no relevance, right? Typically, what happens is that people opt in to a pop-up. They go through a very standard welcome flow, right? Just like, hi, welcome to so and so family. Here's your 10% off, and then they go another email like the next day talking about the company, and then talking about the best sellers. It's a standard flow, right? But then there's no context into the person's life. So one of the things that we recently discovered in the past 1-2 years that we've been doing very actively is adding zero-party data collection points in the pop-up, because that is the point of highest intent. So in the pop-up, let's say a customer fills in their details. The question would be, how much is an email address worth to you? Right? So when you're sending traffic, you're just collecting email addresses, but then how do you predictably convert these people in your welcome flow? How do you create a customized message that tells them, this is why you need it? So with zero-party data points, let's say we are collecting 2 to 3 zero-party data points, right, in the pop-up. So they fill in the email address, and then you can be asking them, hey, if you are a supplement brand, for example, let's say weight loss supplements. So you can be asking them, what is your main priority at this point, right? So for some people, it might be fat loss. For some people, it might be, getting their blood in order, right? These are both subsets of weight loss, but then with very different intentions and very different outcomes that you want to have. So in your messaging, it has to be very different as well. The next point you can be asking would be, when are you looking to buy? Something as simple as that can drastically change the way the cadence in which you send marketing messages as well. If someone tells you that they're looking to buy in like the next 30 days, or they're just shopping around, like, do you want to be giving them a deep discount? Doesn't quite make sense, because the intent is not there. However, if someone tells you that, they're looking to buy within the week because it's extremely urgent to them, yeah, by all means push the sales, right? You can be also asking them, like, who are you buying this for? Is it buying for yourself? Is it buying for a friend? Are you buying as a gift? All three require very different contexts as well. So this is how we optimize our welcome flows, and then we split our flows based on the different messages that are required that the customer wants to receive.
Is there a danger? Because one of the things that has been talked about for a long time is not asking too many questions, because the problem with that is that it then potentially puts off the user. So, but at the same time, I love what you've just said. So how do you find the balance of not asking too many to ensure that you get answers and you get conversion?
Right. So this is it's actually a very common question that we get, and it's also a very common pushback that we get from clients. And we've actually recently done a test for pure email opt-ins, like email plus SMS, and then email SMS plus 2 zero-party data points. And we found that there was actually only a 4% decrease in total revenue for like collecting the zero-party data points versus collecting just 4% decrease in revenue. But then over time, this would drastically empower your acquisition, because now you can create much better ads, because now the ads are more targeted, right? You know exactly what customer pools you are looking for. And in terms of conversion rate on the pop-up, it's not decreased much. We've done about 13% on pop-ups, and it's been between like 13 and 14%. So 13% being the zero-party data points, and then 14% being just pure email SMS. So there's not much of difference in terms of pop-up conversion rate as well.